Right now at 10, the La Crosse School Board of Education has a new member, but board officials say she's not available to speak with News 8.
And some relief for property owners. La Crosse County taxes are falling due to ARPA funds and new building projects.
Plus, say hello to Oktoberfest's newest parade marshals.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Amy DuPont. A new member will join the School District of La Crosse's Board of Education. News 8 Now asked to speak with her, and we were denied. Why? As News 8 Now's Dua Israr found out, a school board policy implemented 17 years ago doesn't allow it.
If words have meaning, then bullet point 5 in the La Crosse School Board of Education's mission statement would suggest the district has effective communication and collaboration with the community. But that doesn't explain why the school board wouldn't let News 8 introduce you to its newest board member.
Emily Moots has 4 votes.
Former Logan High School teacher Emily Moots. In August, now former board member Rob Abraham resigned.
Effective immediately.
Abraham criticized the district's proposed referendum to consolidate its 2 high schools, and Superintendent Aaron Engel, comparing Engel's leadership to a dictatorship.
I cannot in good faith continue to serve with this leadership, direction, and tactics.
On Monday, the La Crosse Board of Education chose Moots to replace Abraham.
You will be our next board member.
Moots says she wanted to join the board because of her experience as a former La Crosse district educator.
And I did because of how I was treated as a teacher in this district.
News 8 Now contacted the district spokesman to set up an interview with Moots. The spokesman said no. He said a 2005 policy directs all media requests to the board president and only the board president. In a public school system, the superintendent answers to the school board. Board members answer to taxpayers. But under the current policy, the taxpayer will rarely, if ever, hear their board representative speak publicly with reporters. So while the district mission statement calls for effective communication, the board policy limits it to just 1 member. The other 8, including Emily Moots, stay silent. Reporting in La Crosse, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Under Wisconsin's open meeting laws, the media policy would need to publicize that on the meeting agenda and then vote on it by the board. And we asked the district to find that file that has that original ruling. The spokesperson says they are still looking into it.
Beautiful day out there. We're in that time of year where it starts out feeling like fall, and then we kind of go backwards to summer in the afternoons. And Bill, it's just so nice.
Yeah, dress in layers this time of year, especially the deeper we get into the fall season. Pretty nice today. Seasonably warm temperatures in the 70s, ranging from 72 for high in Decorah to 78 in La Crosse and Boscobel. Some 80s off to our west. We probably would have seen 80 degrees here in La Crosse as well if it weren't the smoky haze from western wildfires all across the Pacific Northwest over towards Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming as well. Fog tonight into tomorrow morning, quite a bit more isolated in the past couple of mornings, and the best chances tomorrow morning will be in our southern and eastern communities. Next rain chance comes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What else is new, right? We're going to have to dodge some rain over a weekend. Just some high clouds moving in from the west. Our temperature 67 in La Crosse, 65 in Eau Claire. In fact, most spots in the 60s, couple of exceptions, upper 50s in Black River Falls and Camp Douglas. So high clouds at times overnight. Again, that fog more isolated. Best chance in our southern and eastern communities, fairly mild with lows in the 50s to around 60 degrees. Schoolcast for tomorrow, that patchy fog early. Otherwise, mid 70s by lunchtime. Afternoon highs in the lower 80s, which would be above average. And that's going to be a couple of words we're going to have to get used to over the next several days. I'll have my 8-day in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bill.
In the meantime, the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Department undersheriff has assumed the role of sheriff. Corey Shalinski takes over for Sheriff Ron Kramer, who died unexpectedly on Tuesday. Shalinski joined the department in 2012 and has earned promotion 3 times. According to the county spokeswoman, Shalinski will lead the department until the next election or appointment by the governor.
Good news for La Crosse County property owners. Under the budget that's under consideration now, the next budget, it includes 9.6% average reduction in property taxes. County Board Chair Monica Cruz says the budget will also reduce the county's debt by 12.5% and will use millions in American Rescue Plan Act funding to pay for several projects.
An arduous process, let's say that. We had to create task forces that, tried to decide where the money was best spent. There was some controversy about that, of course.
One of the proposed projects is an expansion of the Hillview campus. The board would use millions in American Rescue Plan Act funds to build an additional structure for roughly 48 residents who need specialized memory care.
The La Crosse County Clerk of Courts is asking voters to remember her name. Kelly Guyette lost the April primary, but today announced she is running as a write-in candidate. Guyette says she received an endorsement from mentor and past County Clerk of Courts Pam Radke, and says her colleagues and coworkers encouraged her to consider running a write-in campaign.
And I understand that, and I'm going into this understanding that this is going to be a challenge, but I have to continue fighting forward. I'm fighting for those people that continuously reach out to me and ask me to do this, that they want to see me continue to handle this office and continue to work in this position.
Guyette says winning will be tough, but she's confident and hopeful voters will remember her name and write her in this November.
The latest Marquette Law School poll finds incumbent Republican Ron Johnson leading the race for Wisconsin's Senate seat. According to that poll released today, he has the support of 49% of Wisconsin's likely voters. That's up from 45% in August, while his challenger, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, has fallen from 52 to 48%. In the race for Wisconsin governor, incumbent Democrat Tony Evers remains ahead of Republican challenger Tim Michels. Evers has 47% of the vote. Michels trails with 44%.
The La Crosse MTU is planning to assess, update, refurbish, and add new shelters at bus stops in the next year. The MTU will be utilizing federal transit funding to help go support the projects. The city of La Crosse is asking the community if there's a shelter that needs attention or if you would like to see a shelter added to a particular stop to have that sent in to them. Now we'll post a link on our website, news8000.com, to fill out a form that allows you to do that.
Get ready to rock at La Crosse's Copeland Park.
The Great Rivers United Way is hosting United We Rock event. The concert is free and will take place tomorrow. Doors opening at 5 o'clock with acoustic act Tom Conrad.
The Great Rivers United Way is encouraging people to come early and take advantage of at-door promotions.
We'll also have different promotions that you can do through the door. So the first 100 wearing a Live United t-shirt through the door will get a free drink, and the first 250 through the door will get a free swag bag thanks to our generous sponsors.
Food and beverages will also be available for sale.
The weather kept the organizers of Stepping Out and Pink from holding their event, but you can still help support local breast cancer research.
Organizers say it's easy. All you have to do is buy a t-shirt or an item from a vendor, or of course just make a monetary donation. And we posted information on how to do so at news8000.com.
Coming up tonight at 10, a sexual assault survivor receives well over $100,000 in less than one day, money she needs for her court case.
And the rail strike could increase already high inflation rates. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, her urgent message to the companies and unions.
For your next roofing, window, or bathroom project, don't get caught in a vicious cycle with Bush League contractors. Barrel it up and call your home improvement company today. It's not a stretch to say that your home improvement company is the MVP contractor in Twins territory. Whether your home needs a simple change-up, you're in a pinch for a quick hitter improvement, or you're going for a moonshot remodeling project, your home improvement company is ready to step up to the plate, even if their owner is a bit of a blooper. Hey, I'm just spitballing here.
Attention foodies. With this fusion of prime rib steak, melted provolone, and other magical melty stuff, Arby's is now officially a fusion restaurant. Chef Smooch, Arby's, we have the meat.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. Go all in with the triple pet pizza for just $11.99. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
The Socialist Squad led the charge to defund the police and eliminate bail for dangerous felons. Now violent crime is surging in Wisconsin.
More people have been killed in Milwaukee this year than in any previous year.
Mandela Barnes attacked the Kenosha police and incited more violence.
The officer's deadly actions attempted to take a person's life in broad daylight. This felt like some sort of vendetta.
Mandela Barnes, dangerously liberal on crime.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
According to new research, sexual assault survivors without health insurance end up paying thousands of dollars for ER visits.
The numbers from the New England Journal of Medicine says those uninsured survivors on average had to pay around $3,500 a visit to the ER. And even survivors with health insurance have to cover about 14% of the cost out of pocket. Federal law covers the cost of collecting evidence for sexual assault kits, but researchers say healthcare facilities can still charge for other things like testing, counseling, and emergency contraception.
A fundraiser for an Iowa teen who killed her alleged rapist has now raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. 17-year-old Piper Lewis pled guilty to killing the 37-year-old man she says raped her several times. But according to Iowa state law, anyone convicted of homicide must pay at least $150,000 to the victim's estate. One of Lewis's former teachers started the GoFundMe. It has raised more than $300,000.
They're saying the excess is going to be used to send her to college and help other young victims of sexual abuse.
All right, nice.
Now coming up, Patagonia is making a very unique leadership change. The company's current owner giving the company away to planet Earth.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Another dry day tomorrow, but unfortunately rain chances return just in time for our weekend. I'll have the details coming up next.
Thank you for watching News 8 Lacrosse. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers.
Discovering the perfect paint for your home has never been easier with Zinsser Smart Coat. Plan smart with interactive tools at smartcoat.com. Buy smart in-store or online for home delivery. And paint smart with this advanced paint and primer in one. Say hello to Zinsser Smart Coat, the next generation of intelligent paint. 11% off at Menards.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Education begins at home. As a former science teacher, Tony Evers knows that getting parents involved in kids' education is critical to making sure every kid has the best start.
Our schools are now ranked in the top 10 in America.
Evers worked with both parties to fund schools by more than we have in the last 20 years. Evers' schools plan invests in skills training. He wants to reduce class sizes for more personalized learning and expand mental health counseling for kids who need it.
There's nothing more important than our kids' education.
He's doing the right thing on education.
Perkins burger, fries, and pie combos are back, starting at just $10.99. Mix and match any of our 100% Angus beef burgers, like our barbecue Tangler burger, breakfast burger, and the all-new Smokehouse Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Served with crispy fries and a slice of any of our famous Perkins pies. And don't forget to order seasonal treats from our bakery, like our fresh-baked pumpkin pies and muffins. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
The weekend to-do list. It's a lot easier with the help of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Attachments connect with ease, so you can knock out every task on your list. Whether you're moving earth, leveling a path, or mowing and mulching, one thing you're not doing is wrestling with the attachments. So you actually have time to enjoy your space and work on planning the next big project. John Deere 1 Series compact tractors. Versatile, easy, and affordable. Find yours at Tractor Central.
It's a John Deere day. CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. Are new windows in your future? We're a Pro Via Platinum dealer with certified installers. We'll help you find the best style, color, and glass options for your budget.
The Biden administration is working to avoid a rail strike that could derail an already fragile economy.
CBS's Nancy Cordes spoke exclusively with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
Inflation remains a problem. It obviously is of tremendous concern to Americans.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen cited rising costs for rent and groceries as two of the biggest concerns.
We hope to see substantial improvement over the coming year.
Do you think inflation is close to peaking?
I don't want to get involved in month-by-month forecasts. I do believe it'll come down over time due to the actions the Fed is taking.
As she spoke, her colleagues in the cabinet worked to head off a strike by freight rail workers. With the deadline now 2 days away, some chemical shipments have already been halted. And Amtrak announced it's canceling all long-distance trains starting tomorrow because some of them use freight rail tracks.
What impact would a rail strike have on already high inflation in this country?
Well, it would be a significant impediment to shipping goods. It's certainly something we don't want to see happen.
Secretary Yellen recently worked with European allies to impose a new price cap on Russian oil. But already, energy bills in some parts of Europe are 5 times higher than usual.
What would a recession in Europe mean for the U.S. economy?
Well, a recession in Europe would have some spillovers to us. I think we shouldn't exaggerate how significant they would be, but I do think this winter is going to be tough and challenging for our European neighbors.
Rail union leaders negotiated at the Labor Department all day long, and in our interview, the Treasury Secretary urged them to try to reach an agreement by tomorrow night because nearly 30% of all freight in this country moves by rail. Nancy Cordes, CBS News, the White House.
Now, it is estimated that that strike, if it happens, could cost the economy about $2 billion a day.
Quite a lot at stake there. Patagonia's newest owner is not who you might think.
The company's founder announced he's giving the outdoor company or clothing company away to Earth. So while people will still be present to vote on key company issues, the only shareholder is the planet, and stocks will be handled by both a trust and a nonprofit.
That's way over my head right there. Meanwhile, your kids' toys are getting some praise. Lite-Brite, Nerf toys, and Pound Puppies are among the dozen National Toy Hall of Fame finalists for 2022. A committee will select 3 toys to be inducted into the hall. But you can participate too. The public can vote online through September 21st.
I don't know if it's our kids. I think it's our toys. Like I had, a Lite-Brite. I had Nerf
toys.
Pound Puppies. Nerf toys still around. I mean, we have those in our house, but the Pound Puppies and Lite-Brites, I'm thinking that's, unless it's a retro thing, Bill, that I'm
Maybe
just
so.
not.
Or it's just one of those toys that stands the test of time, for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, speaking of the test of time, let's go back to early this morning, and this was the beautiful view through CityCam. We had some pretty thick fog right here in downtown La Crosse, and that was common all across the region, especially in the river valleys and the coulees. And then that mixed out by about 9:30 or 10 o'clock this morning. And look at these great pictures of the American Queen, that kind of a ghost ship emerging from the fog as it came to dock at Riverside Park. Thanks to Jeff Boyne for getting up bright or dark and early to get these shots down at Riverside Park. Some gorgeous scenes with that beautiful paddle wheeler boat docked at Riverside Park. And look at this shot out in Tomah, Lake Tomah. Thanks to Carrie for this shot of some patchy fog and kind of reflecting off the lake as well, and definitely kind of a black and white scene with those foggy conditions this morning. All right, now tonight, tomorrow morning, do you have to worry about fog? Probably not for most, but most areas will stay fog-free except for areas south and east of La Crosse, especially down in the Wisconsin River Valley, maybe the Kickapoo River Valley as well. So those of you in parts of Vernon, Crawford, Richland counties might have to deal with some fog late tonight into tomorrow morning. The rest of us primarily remaining fog-free. That's not to say that a couple of river valleys or coulees could fill a little bit of fog, but the winds will be up just a little bit more overnight tonight compared to the last couple of nights. So that's the main difference. Skies are currently clear. Today, pretty seasonable. 78 the high, 55 the low. Pretty close to those averages of 76 and 55, 96 and 31 the records for today. 67 out at the airport, 68 downtown here at the station. There's that breeze out of the south and southeast at about 5 to 10, and the Mississippi up a bit, 5.0 feet, 0.8 feet, I should say. Clear for you folks in Eau Claire, 65 degrees, little breeze for you as well at about 10 miles per hour. Temperatures mainly in the 50s, 60s, boy, even a 43 over in Marquette. Some 70s to our west in the eastern Dakotas and parts of Nebraska. Some 50s in our traditional cooler spots like Black River Falls, but most of us still in the 60s. And again, winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10, but notice how they're going calm down in the Wisconsin River Valley, and that's why that fog chance is better for you folks. So some high clouds at times overnight, but eventually moisture from what was once a tropical system, K, out over the Pacific will combine with this disturbance to bring periodic rain chances starting Friday and unfortunately continuing through the weekend. There's that fog being depicted to our south and east early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, a little breezy tomorrow, but it's a south wind, so that's going to help warm those temperatures. And then heading into Friday, again, those scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms potentially, especially north and west of La Crosse. So for tonight, high clouds at times. Again, that patchy fog late to the south and east, 60 for the low in La Crosse. Breezy and warm tomorrow, 83. And get used to warmer than average temperatures. Highs mainly in the 80s over the next week or so. Again, a chance for some showers and storms Friday. Scattered showers and storms over the weekend. Neither day looking like an all-day washout right now, but to keep that rain gear handy. Monday and Tuesday looking dry, and then a cold front comes through either Wednesday or Thursday of next week. That'll bring at least a slight chance of rain and cool temperatures somewhat as well, just in time for the start of astronomical fall next Thursday.
There we go. All right, thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up in sports, the Brewers and Twins are both looking for a win to keep their postseason hopes alive.
Plus, the Packers have a little bit of a running back conundrum. Rob explores next.
Who thumps upon my door? 'Tis I!
Colbert's got a new Late Show with Steve Carell tonight on CBS.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
They're destroying America and our livelihoods. Now, DC elites are spending big on Brad Pfaff. The same Beltway bigwigs who wasted taxpayer money that bailed out elite golf courses and luxury hotels are now bankrolling Brad Pfaff's campaign because Brad Pfaff supported their big spending, price-hiking, reckless schemes. And that's why we can't send him to Washington. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We'll bring on week 2, just 4 days until the green and gold get to flush that week 1 performance. They'll get a chance to do it against their biggest rival. It's one of the biggest rivalries in sports. Bears-Packers Sunday night at Lambeau. And for the Packers, a lot of the criticism stemming from game 1 was on the use of their running backs, A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, only touching the ball 23 times combined on Sunday, despite accounting for more than half of the team's offense. The backfield duo combining for 167 yards in their loss to the Vikings. On Monday, Coach LaFleur said, "We need to get them the ball more, especially in the run game." And after practice on Wednesday, number 12 echoed those sentiments.
I think, maybe reacted. Nothing against Matt. Matt probably said the same thing, but we maybe reacted to the score a little bit, and we were running the ball well. I think we ran it like about six a clip. So we got to just stick with the runs, make sure we're getting our attempts where we want it to be. because that means one of those guys touching the ball probably. And we have a lot of different packages where they're in the game at different spots, and just finding ways to get them to football a few more times.
And with Rodgers under center, the Packers are 10-0 in games when Jones and Dillon combined for at least 25 touches. So we'll see if that number goes up on Sunday. Brewers looking to make it 2 straight over the Cardinals. Milwaukee up 1 in the second, but Nolan Arenado ties it with 1 swing of the bat. Solo shot ties the game at 1. Then in the 5th, 2-1 now Redbirds until Lars Nootbaar, best name of the game, sends one deep to center field. That ball's gone. Nootbaar makes it 3-1 St. Louis. Same score now in the 8th. Albert Pujols at the dish. Another milestone for the future Hall of Famer. RBI number 2,200 for Pujols. That gives the Cardinals a 3-run lead. Brewers' 3-game win streak is snapped. 4-1 the final in St. Louis. Let's see if the Brewers can get some help in Seattle. Mariners hosting the Padres. The rookie Julio Rodriguez going right to work in the first. 26th homer of the year. Puts the Mariners up 1-0. 2 batters later, Eugenio Suarez joins in on the fun. He goes dead center, and this ball is going to carry out for a solo shot. Mariners help out the Brewers. They take down the Padres 6-1. Twins looking to make it 2 straight over Kansas City. Minnesota up 1 in the first. Here comes some more. Gary Sanchez 2 on, scorches it in a left field off the wall. Both runs are going to come in a score. 2-run double for Sanchez makes it 3-0 Twins. Sonny Gray, he was phenomenal tonight. 7 innings, just 3 hits. He got some help though from Gilberto Celestino, the center fielder, tracking it down. What a play, robbing Ryan O'Hearn. And then in the 9th, it's O'Hearn again at the dish. He's going to give this one a ride to center. This one a little easier for Celestino to track down. He's going to make this play. Twins get the shutout win over Kansas City, 4-0 the final. NBA news, it was announced yesterday that Robert Sarver, the owner of the Phoenix Suns and WNBA's Phoenix Mercury, will serve a 1-year suspension after an investigation found Sarver treated female employees unfairly, made racist comments and inappropriate comments on employees' appearances. But today, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Sarver will not be forced to sell the team. Silver adding that he doesn't have the right to do that. The NBA season is right around the corner, and one of the biggest offseason trades happened in Cleveland. Former Jazz star Donovan Mitchell traded to the Cavs earlier this summer. The Cavs finally introducing the 3-time All-Star to the media on Wednesday. The Jazz getting rid of both of their stars this summer. Mitchell's former teammate Rudy Gobert signed with the T-Wolves back in July. The Viterbo women's volleyball team continues to roll. The V-Hawks are on the road tonight in Forest City, Iowa. They come away with a 3-set sweep over Waldorf. Team high 10 kills on the night for Kenzie Winker. Lauren Zabaski led the way for the V-Hawks with 21 assists. Viterbo improves its record to 11-5 on the year. V-Hawks are back home next Friday to host Dickinson State. What am I looking at?
First wardrobe change, I think, in the history of the sports block.
Worst,
Sure.
best. You don't get an opinion.
I said first, not worse.
Okay.
It's time to pay the piper. We had bet each other that whoever won that Sunday game, the loser would have to wear
the other team's apparel.
The other team's apparel.
Yeah.
So what is this? Women's sweatshirt, right?
It is.
It works. It was a little tight putting it over, but
Rob, you do not get to weigh in. Like, what is this?
I'm here now. I'm here now, and this
Packer
is
fan.
tough. I mean, this guy is a Packers guy.
I know.
But he's, credit
But
to you.
he is a man
Swallowed
of
his
his
pride.
words.
Yeah.
You should be
I respect it.
proud of that.
I don't like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Beryl, this is my moment. This is a Skull moment. We'll be right back.
Inflation, it's everywhere. But with the buy one famous star, get another one for $1 deal at Hardee's.
There's finally some relief.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
Derek Van Orden, former U.S. Navy SEAL. Over 20 years of active duty, defending America in hostile territory. 5 combat tours, hundreds of missions, sea, air, and land. Now, he's on the most important no-fail mission of his life.
Saving America for my grandchildren and yours.
Grandpa, we're just going to the park.
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Derek Van Orden and I approve this mission and this message.
Nice welcomes you. Nice has your back. Nice laughs at your jokes. Nice goes out of its way just to make sure. At Western National Insurance, nice is more than, well, nice. It's our whole deal. And when you experience it, it's pretty nice. Western National Insurance. The power of nice.
Start earning more for your money. At Riverbank, we make it easy with our rewards checking. With a $50 minimum deposit, you can start earning a super rate of interest on your checking deposits. If you like the convenience of a debit card and direct deposit, Riverbank's rewards checking is for you. There's no minimum balance or monthly service fees. Stop into one of our many locations across the Cooley region or visit us online to learn more. Riverbank, local banking made simple and rewarding. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
These are actual crime scenes across Wisconsin, yet Mandela Barnes supports defunding the police.
The minute you talk about reducing a police department's budget, then it's like all hell breaks loose, and everybody acts like you're signaling Armageddon. But that's not the case. It's about reallocating funds.
And where did your tax dollars get reallocated to? More police security for Barnes. Mandela Barnes, less safety for you, more for him. Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Next to Market Watch, numbers. Boring. In more delicious news, there's a buy one famous star, get one for a $1 deal at Hardee's.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Hard to believe that the Vikings crushed the Packers and Ken had to wear this shirt. Also hard to believe, maybe a little easier to believe, Oktoberfest really is just a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, let's focus on that. Today, organizers introduced 2 more members of this year's royal family. Your Maple Leaf Parade Marshal is Dave Giefer, and Mike Jorgensen will lead the Torchlight Parade. Now, Giefer knows Oktoberfest very well. He's volunteered for it for over 3 decades and was on the board of directors for 16 years.
Jorgensen has served as a lacrosse firefighter for 34 years. His wife also used to live right by the Torchlight Parade route, and both are excited to create new parade memories with their families.
It was always a big thing for our kids as we'd be walking to our spots at the parade route, so they are extremely excited about this as well.
I've worked the working side of Fest for 30-some years, helping out in one way or another, and now being part of the royal family would be fun to do the parades every weekend somewhere else, do the schools, the nursing homes. I'm pretty excited about that part of Fest.
And the Torchlight Parade is set for 7 p.m. September 29th on the north side of La Crosse. Maple Leaf 10 a.m. October 1st, which will be live streaming on our 8.2 channel. You can still get tickets for the fest on the official Oktoberfest website.
I love both of those parades. Torchlight is always so fun for like the lights and things like that. And then the Maple Leaf is so fun because of the crowd.
Oh, I know. It's massive for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back.
Slumberland Furniture has savings up to 50% off list prices, or in some cases, even more, at our Labor Day sale on now. Shop our big selection of sectionals, sofas, recliners, dining, and bedrooms. Shop the huge Labor Day sale on now.
Do you feel safe? Mandela Barnes would eliminate cash bail, setting accused criminals free into the community before trial. Even with shootings, robberies, carjackings, violent attacks on our police. More than 300 murders last year alone. Yet Barnes has even supported defunding the police. Mandela Barnes, he stands with them, not us. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Professor Penny.
I need to take a 4-cheese quesadilla back to my lab.
I got you, girl.
It is mathematically impossible to fit 4 cheeses inside. Melty Asadero, Queso Blanco, Monterey Jack, and cheddar.
And don't forget your choice of grilled chicken or hand-cut sirloin steak.
And Chipotle lime sauce. I am running the data
And the answer is delicious.
Better get 2 for research purposes.
Try the new 4-cheese quesadilla. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Oh, I made it worse.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You're missing time from work, bills are piling up, you have doctor's appointments, you're being harassed by insurance adjusters who are trying to get you to settle your claim. At Bygoff and Rohde, we take that chaos from you. We'll get the medical bills submitted. We'll deal with the insurance companies. We'll make sure that you get the compensation that you deserve. At Bygoff and Rohde, we get results.
Why roll the dice with an unproven contractor?
With over 27,000 projects completed, your home improvement company has a proven track record. So be confident that your project will be done right the first time. For the month of September, we are offering 10% off windows, roofing, and bathrooms. So call or go online to book your free estimate and take advantage of our rock bottom interest rates as low as 2.99% or financing for 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2024. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Get up to 50% off list prices or more at our Labor Day mattress sale at Slumberland Furniture. Like this special purchase Sealy Posturepedic for just $5.99, or this ultra firm Sealy Posturepedic for $10.99. For your easiest shopping ever, Slumberland Furniture.
Lows overnight in the 50s to around 60, warm tomorrow 83, and we're going to stay warm over the next week or so. Periodic rain chances Friday through Sunday. Ken, you should know not to bet week 1. Broncos lost, Packers lost. Those are 2 good teams. Bears won. Those are 2 bad teams. There you go.
Get out of here. That was on my desk.
Shots fired.
We're on to week 2. Okay.
See you tomorrow.